There we go. Hi guys, how are we doing? I'm just waiting for the game to load up, which we are starting now, continuing should I say. We are currently not going to internet, so you'll see this when the internet returns. It's actually public Philippine long distance telephone, the LDT, and they're carrying out maintenance. I think I keep checking it and it's going up and down with the speedways. My wife is upstairs, she's doing a couple of classes, so as she's doing this I'm going to continue. Right, last time I saw it we buggered this up, I broke it didn't I? Was it silver or was it just me? Oh, it looks silver, yeah, fair enough. Right, you can't upgrade it, but is it all repaired? It's all repaired. Right, okay. Just make sure it's all done. You're covered as a... Alright, okay, so they're not going to be too impressed. Right, let's do this. Okay. This is the rubber duck. Yeah. A couple of buses. You gonna let me out? I could have went there, but I couldn't be bothered. There we go. I don't know whether or not this is fuel. Right, how much have I got left now? 15 hours. Got 15 hours of a nice long drive. See what we can take the mickey out of. Go on, take your pigs to lunch. Yeah, it's taking the pigs to baboys. Philippine name for pork. Bye-bye. That's what we've got in front of us. I'll show it you. In fact, if I go slow enough. Dink. Okay, let's show you. That's if it'll let me. Yeah, well, they're going to be probably turned to lechon. That's it. My glasses are a bit... Oh, ow. I've still hurt my wrist. I don't know what I've done. I got up off the chair the other day and my hand jerked, and I think I've sprained my wrist. It's painful, even when I. One sec. What? Okay. When I was driving, it wasn't too bad. Right. Okay. Taking the bad boy to the market. See a lot of that. You ever come to the Philippines, try lechon. Lechon means basically fried or roasted. It's like they call it like we got one in the Philippines called chicharron, which is basically pork crackling, and it absolutely is just amazing. The only thing is it makes your blood pressure shoot through the roof and hit the sky. That's how bad it is. But it is nice. But like there's a couple of shops over here, chucks to go. Hey, boom, oops, my fault. Going too fast, my fault, my own apology. Damage, where did I get the damage from? So something be to it? Ah, right. Sorry, geezer. Sorry, Kuya. That's my fault, that. I'm talking too far too much. I'm like that though, I just talk a lot. Yeah, it's I've got 1% damage, so that's alright. I've got to pay more attention to it. You recognise all the shopping's gone up in price. You buy something, it costs you a lot more now than it did like a year ago. God. Dogs again. We're actually starting up. We've had a thunderstorm today and I think there's more coming. My wife said there's possibility of a typhoon, and they are pretty bad when they get going. They're scary. And it's also, see, the cats are on heat as well, so I'm going to be actually enjoying cat fun, because all they do is scream and it's nothing coming. I'm going through the, there's nothing there, so why wait? It's not. I don't think it's illegal to do that if there's nothing oncoming. If there was something oncoming, then it's different. There's like there's rules and regulations in different countries. If you have like, you go over a red light in a certain country, after I think it's about 4 minutes or something like that, you can't get done for it, for running a red light. But if you do it, I think if you do it over here, you can get stopped for it. But we've got like timers, so when you're coming up to a red light, there's a timer going down, letting you know when it's going to change. But I don't get them where I live. We don't really have them there. But when you go towards the centre of Manila, they're all over. Especially when you enter areas like we go to Das Marinas, past, yeah. Going up to Bacoor and all that kind of stuff. There's the lights are like intermittent lights with timers on them. I think it's a good idea. They should have timers, because in the UK it goes red, amber, green, isn't it? And then green, amber, flashing, red. There's a truck coming. Have I got right away? I have got. Yeah, he's letting me go for it anyway, isn't he? He was letting me go anyway. Yeah, so we got lights like that. We have got like slow down lights, which is 2 red lights flashing simultaneously if you're going too fast. But I'm pretty happy with that, because there's a lot of Filipinos over here that like to do U-turns, and they don't care where they do it. I've done it a couple of times, but I've made sure that the roads are clear before I actually do a U-turn, because where we live, we're on like a bit of a main road from our subdivision where we live. Because we live up near Tal Volcano, which is basically the Cavite end. We are based in Cavite, which is basically like, it's like the UK really. It's like United Kingdom. It's very cold at certain times of year. At the moment it is, and it's hot. What the temperature is now? 29.5, and it's just turning 9 PM. That's one thing I like about the Philippines. You can sort of set the time by the day, because what I mean by that is it starts to go dark, or it goes dark practically at the same time every night. So 6:30 PM, you're guaranteed it's pitch black here. but it's only here in Luzon, basically, where we are. I think we're in the. I think it's. I've still got to get used to the areas, the way they call it. I think we're in Luzon. We're in like Manila area. Is it NCR? I can't remember now. Gotta go walk faster than this. Bit of fuel. How much? 13 hours. They spent a lot of time on the designs of this game, haven't they? The maps are good, the scenery's nice. Compared, it's like an old game. It's like you know, GTA 5 and all them. That's celebrating its something like 10th year birthday or something. You know, I was watching one of the YouTube videos earlier, and they were saying about, you know, oh, what's that game called? Oh, this is a tight fit. Woo! There was 3 of them. Oh, I forget what it's called now. Because I'm driving as well, I'm just concentrating. Some of the Tomb Raider games. Oh, mind you, Tomb Raider was originally conceived in the UK by a company called Core Designs. They brought out the original Tomb Raider. Actually, if you look into GTA, the original GTA was by DMA Designs, and those were in England. And then when they stopped being chopped down and started to be 3D, it went to Rockstar. Oh, what's that game called? It was a good game. It was a good game. I forget what the name is now. But it's showing its age now. It's getting on a bit. There's a guy in it, an exoskeleton suit. There was 3 versions of it, and it was like the other one. Oh my god, my memory's gone terrible. Let's drive for a bit so I can think about it. I'll just come out with it in a minute once I've remembered what it is. Crisis. There you go. Told you. I can't get. I've got to remember the game. It's Crisis. There's 3 of them wanted it. There's rumours to be a 4th. But that was ahead of its time, that game. The only thing is though, it was graphics card hungry, and a lot of game companies had problems trying to make it compatible with their products, especially the graphics cards. Oh, this is a tight bit. I shouldn't really overtake here, but this is quiet. I took advantage of that. And I've done a naughty one there. Is he gonna let me go? I overpassed that. So, oh, sorry. That was a bit. It's because I was controlling it with one finger then. one hand. Oh, poo. Go on, stop it. It's only a game. Oh well, at least it's scratched. The trailer's scratched. It's because I was trying to control that with one. As I was talking, I definitely need a steering wheel. I would have done that with a steering wheel, but it's just harder with the steering wheel. I mean, with the keys. You can tell I start nattering a bit, because a lot of it is to do with the stroke that I had. Oh, Kcin City. I was a lot better. I was a lot worse than this, so to say, at one time. But after I had the stroke, a lot of my motory skills, thought processes and all that sort of died off a little bit. But for some strange reason I became more and more using better thought process for some strange reason. You know, I'm going to get into that later. A lot after when I went into hospital, because during this the pandemic I contracted pneumonia. I got pneumonia. I got pneumonia. Sorry. We have a chemical over here called Bygone, which is spray killer. But what happened is I sprayed, and a gust of wind hit me in the face with it, and I breathed it in, and I must have got a chest infection. And about 3 weeks, must be not 2 to 3 weeks, I've been suffering with chest pains and breathing issues and stuff. So my wife said, we'll take you to the hospital. This was before we had a car. So we had to get in a trike and went all the way to the hospital, and you have to mess around with all this stupid RT-PCR test, which doesn't do anything. It's fake. It doesn't even detect viruses. All it is even its inventor said it doesn't even do what it says. So I went and had the fake PCR test, which all it does basically, from what the inventor said, is it takes a spot of your DNA and multiplies it by so many passes. But it means that even a rock could passes getting it, you know, I mean, getting the virus. And he found out that the virus wasn't really, it was all a scam. But people still believe in it. That's why I don't really hear it nowadays. A lot of people are taking the companies to court now. Fight. Fish, Moderna. All these ones, a lot of them got banned in different countries because they were hurting the population. That's why I don't hear it anymore. But now they've lifted the ban, the CDC, so we'll be expecting something new. Well, that's my analysis of it. I could be wrong. But I think a lot of people now will not just bow down to him and lock themselves in the house, because locking yourself in your house creates a lot of problems. Because when you're locked down in a property, you're actually, depression starts to kick in. You need to get out. People need to get out and talk to people, because that's how you work, that's how you operate. All this situation with hospitals is a load of crap. There's so many doctors now who have come out with it and said. Anyway, I'm not going to carry on with this because it's in the past. so warm here. My wrist is hurting. Oh, that was close. I nearly. See, you've got to be careful. Like, there's a bump down there. No, you're alright. This is quite relaxing. This. I'm good about the internet. But it's notorious this time of year, either the power goes off, the electric goes off, or the internet goes off, or the water goes off, or it's just like, that's the thing with the Philippines, it's just one of those things. I love the country, but the people really don't fight back when they should do, in essence. They are starting to fight back. A lot of them are fighting back. They're saying no. Oh, that's a good break. Oh God, is he a Sunday driver? Prepare to slow down. There we go. Typical government nosy inspections. Nosy bastards. They're like this. Inspection station. Are you abiding by our rules? Fuck off. We got to stop. No, you can just drive over. Can we stop? Here you go. Go on, catch. Hey? Didn't I? I'll have to review the video. Oh, there it goes. Inspection in progress. Inspection finished, you may continue. Now if that was in the real world, you'd be waiting all more fucking morning. How many miles have we got? 510. We've got a bit to go yet. It's pretty quiet at the moment on the road, so I didn't have to indicate. What time is it? It's 10 PM. I've been on it 25 minutes. It might be a third one. I might complete this one and just cut bits and pieces out of me ranting. I moan about everything, guys, by the way. I'm English. Oh! Oh, right, okay, that's close. Nearly. Oh my, where did it show up? We start the thunderstorms soon, proper ones. It's scary it is when they go over here. You can actually feel as if it's attacking your heart. They can be so loud, thunderstorms over here. It's really hot in it. What temperature is it now? It seems to be getting hotter. 29.8. Oh, no. It was 29.4 earlier. It's as if it's getting hotter. Maybe it's global warming. Haha! It only goes up by 1% every 1,000 years. Only goes up by 1 degree every 1,000 years, should I say. So I don't think we should be worrying about that, but then again, they hype it, don't they? I'm more concerned about that Planet X, because they're saying it's a rogue planet. They call it the rogue planet, don't they? Oh, bollocks. I misplaced, but unfortunately I can turn down here. Not that one, this one, you pillock. There you go, thank you. Thank you, Paul. Right, this way. My fault that. I went too far, I was going too fast. But fortunately you can get back on the road here. Wow, I'm sweating. I went upstairs to check the internet earlier on. My wife's a teacher, right? But what it is she's got the most uncomfortable chair for my ass. It's unbelievable. She nicked the fabric part of my chair and put it on hers upstairs. I sat on it, but I'm thinking I'm going to fall off. Because I'm used to like over 20-inch screens. Her laptop's 15.6, is it? Do you hear them dogs? That's all they do all day. They must be worried about something. That's all it does all night. I've not had pings off my wife, so because she usually says where's that sound, where them dogs, because that's all they do. Like the next door. I'm not a hater of dogs. I love dogs, but I'm not a pet person. My wife is neither a pet person. But I said to her, I won't say we complained about it, but people complained, and the woman who owns the dog said, well, that's what they're designed to do. They're designed to bark. No, they're not. They bark for a particular reason. You don't leave them to bark. But then again, that's the mentality of people nowadays. They're there to protect and relax. People relax, not bark every 5 seconds. What time are we on? 47. Oh, okay. 48. Wow, it's warm. Thank God it's Friday, because my wife, she only works from Monday to Friday, more or less like what I do, really, doing this and whatever I'm doing programming wise. And we'll go out tomorrow, do a bit of shopping, have something to eat somewhere up near the volcano, or we've got to go next weekend to Manila, so that's like a 2.5 hour drive, so then the traffic will be horrendous. I hope not, but it will be. Someone's getting pulled over by a policy enforcer. Have I committed a crime, officer? No. Why? Was I speeding? Are you sure I was speeding? Can you prove I was speeding? Yes. Alright, can you show me your device? Can you calibrate to make sure it's correct? I wonder if it's starting. I'm wondering if it's expecting here a thunderstorm. We might be expecting, because this time of year is also quite warm, and the ground, the soil's quite warm. We might expect earthquakes. We got a lot of earthquakes over here. The last one was about a month ago, and it was a bad one. It was quite heavy actually. They usually in the vicinity of Mindanao and then work their way around. The ripple effect affects us. Excuse me. I think the dogs are quiet at the moment. Oh, I spoke too soon. It's bad really, because when I'm on a video chat call, I know you can hear is them squeaking away all day long. But they're dogs, that's what they're supposed to do. No, they're not. Oh, here we go. I thought there's been no rain. Slow down because we're coming into town. Let's up the rain. What we like for fuel? Oh, we're going to go on, move your juggernaut out of the way. I hate them trucks. There's so many of them in the Philippines, right? I don't know why they buy them, to be honest, because they buy them, right? And they never use them for that. Oh! Bollocks. That's because the bus, you see the bus, it's over the lines. That's not my fault, that was the bus being over the lines. It shouldn't have been over the lines because I was already passing. Pillar. Right, what are we doing? What's the situation with the damage? F6. Expected in 3 hours. 1%. Whoops. Okay. Oh my! I cannot drive. That's me looking at the display. Because I was using the keyboard. Got 3 hours. $2.99 now, what's that? You know what, I might install GTA 5. I have not installed. I downloaded it. It was a freebie off Steam or Epic or whatever. I think it was Epic's Game Store. I had it for free. You know, like a Thursday thing, free Thursday thing. I used to love that game. You used to do all sorts to it. You know, upgrade it, put extra stuff on it. Put the mods on it, gunships, and a lot of people make series out of it. You had one which was I watched off some lads not so long ago, and his was zombies, and it was pretty interesting actually. I think it was a bit too wide there, but it doesn't matter. Fortunately it was quiet. I was thinking when we started this game off, but it hadn't rained for a while. My window wipers take longer. I think they've got like an active sense on them. Is he flashing for? Is he still flashing? Must be gone now. One sec. Oh, oops. I don't know what I just done there. Oh, napper. I wish they'd shut up. Oops. Sorry guys. I was disturbed by little rolling, the little shih tzus, and they've got about 5 of them. I know, I call them the piranhas, because what happens is if someone goes past like another dog, they all crowd to the front gate, and that's all I hear all night long is that. It's not that I hate them, I don't hate them at all, they're cute little things, but my god they don't shut up. I don't mind, we live in a hot country and they dress them up in little skirts and all, so what the bloody hell is that point in that? In Manila one time this girl was walking around with a dog, a little sausage dog, and the dog had a dress on it, a full dress with a pair of pants and everything. What the fucking hell? I'm sure that dog cares about what it's wearing. What, you're going to put on lipstick next and fucking eyeliner? Pair of glasses? Fucking long blonde hair? You might as well just finish it off and buy it a bloody mobile phone. Just to give every kid a mobile phone. Surprised that actually they haven't bought a mobile phone for a dog. Something for him to chew on. That's all they use so far. Give them bloody brain cancer or whatever it is they do. Because that's what they do, innit? Oh, here we go. Is it this side or that side? It's this side. Yeah, it's a known fact that I worked for certain companies, for Anti and all that kind of stuff, and they all give out some form of radiation, especially mobile devices, phones. You wouldn't believe it actually, but you've got literally a bomb in your pocket, because the batteries which are in them, lithium cell batteries, if water gets inside them, you'll blow half your fucking stomach off, half your chest open, because they explode and they catch fire. It's not as bad as barium, you know, the ones what are in Tesla cars. They explode, you've got. But we're not supposed to know that, they try to hide that. Bloody hell, That's me talking too much. And it does affect it, you know, when there's rain on the wheels. You know, like you do with aquaplaning. Yeah, it does happen in this game actually. I'll have to test the speed of the internet out in a minute. I'll do an internet speed check. We usually get about 600 megabytes, 600 meg here on PLDT. We're on fibre, but we're not even getting a meg. We're getting like 0.10 or something, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. It was changing. The uploads were alright though, 120 odd. But like I was trying to log into Facebook and try to do my bits and pieces, read my emails. Couldn't do it, not enough internet access. Or not enough bandwidth. My wife's had to use voice for her calls to talk. You can bypass a nearby. Very nice of you. That's awfully nice of you. I take it that's up there. I think she's got, I don't know whether she's in the class, I think the light's on. So she might be just chilling on the bed. That's what my wife does. When there's a class, if there are no classes, she'll lie down. She works hard, my wife. You are a good woman, you marry a Philippine woman. They're the most loving people I've ever met. The only thing is they've got memories like elephants. They remember everything. What pisses me off, I get in the car and say I've got some tissues down inside the car or a drink. I come back to get them and they're gone. She threw them in the bin. Oh, that stresses me out. The car's always spotless, which is good. But I've seen some cars that sometimes, oh my god, how big. It's like the house is cleaner. The bathroom, oh my god. There's some people's cars which I have got into, and I'm thinking to myself, don't you ever clean your car up? It's like food all over the floor or boxes. I don't understand how people live like that. I've known quite a few people at one time who used to be hoarders. Even I admit it, I used to be a hoarder. But what it is with me, a lot of the hoarding, what I used to do was computer parts, because I'd come along and repair computers for people. And then they'd never come back for them. So I ended up with computer parts. Oh, can you fix this? Can you fix that? Can you upgrade this? Can you upgrade that? And I ended up, I only had like a 1-bedroom flat in the UK. And he'd come along and say, do you want a monitor? Alright, I've got 5 here. God, where do I put these? Used to be a lot with desktops. I had one time, no word of a lie, I had 40 laptops in my flat. How the hell I got 40 laptops in my flat was amazing. Plus the computer, I had about 12 computers. 40 laptops. 40. Good God. I think I've got, well, my daughter took over the flat. And I think she chucked a lot away, but I've still got maybe 10 of them left in there. a lot of old generation, because what I used to do was I used to go on eBay and I used to have a seller and I'd buy the laptops broken and repair them. It can be display problems, could be RAM problems, keyboard problems. I used to buy, I think the best deal I ever had was I bought 5, oh no, it was eight Latitude, Dell Latitude laptops, 8 of them for £5, and it was free delivery, so I had a better deal there. They were old generation now, really old gen. They were like Pentium 133s, 100s, but this is when the Pentium 4s were out and the Pentium, you know, that kind of stuff, dual core stuff and full quad core. I think the very first Phantoms and all them came out. These were all Intel though. Oh, we got a thunderstorm. Lightning. Ours is nothing like that. Ours is all, I mean, sorry, that is nothing compared to ours. We get the lightning going across the sky. I might do a, if you ever watch some of my videos, I've got some videos of the thunderstorms, and they're actually horrendous. They will rain for like 4 days solid with thunder. Oh shit, slippery. I should have slowed down, I should take my time, but it's because I'm talking. God. I'm going to be, I don't think I'll be losing time, I've got 3 hours left. How many miles have I got? 180 miles. I've done 47 minutes. I think about 55 minutes I'll be finished. And then I'm going to do what we usually do, make a coffee. I'll take my time. I was a bit close. It's because I'm not very good with these. If it was a steering wheel, I'd say it'd be better. I think I'm due to reach 1,000 subs, so I'll be able to hopefully start monetizing. If I can monetize, I'll buy it. Oh! Can't tell. That's a bit foggy, isn't it? Have I got fog lights? I don't know whether have I got fog lights on? Ah, how do you activate the fog lights? Keys and bindings. Fog lights. Itchy hazard lights. So we got fog. High beam. We've got high beam. I could do light modes and let L out. But hazard. Have we got fog? Front rear suspension. No. And we got fog lights. That's not a good truck, is it? Beacon. It's a beacon. Cruise control. I've not got cruise control on this one. It's a bag of shit. Trip. Info reset. Open that. Yeah, where's the fog lights? Walk mode. Yeah, but how would you get out to walk mode? Activate, trailer detached, overlay, activation. Don't know what that is. I don't know. There is one here called something else, a lights, high beam R. So let's try that one. Oh, hey, I put R on. I put R on and it picked music instead. Radio. Let me just do that again. I did put R, didn't I? Let's go again. Controls. High beam. Okay. You daft prick. I don't know what that does. High beams. Wow. Let's talk about visibility is reduced. That is foggy, isn't it? Actually, we drove the other night from Starbucks like this. Let's have a look. Is it both sets of lights on? Yay! Is it? Is it both sets? Yeah, it is. What a miserable day. 2 hours left. And I've got 150 meters to go, miles to go. What time is it? 6 AM. Whoa! That's me. Mind you should press the key, highlight bingo. It's because I'm using the keyboard. That was a tight corner. Yeah, it was like this up here the other week, and it was pitch black. We survived it. Oh, we've got a trike. Wow. Oh yeah, that's typical trikes are actually. I actually like it like this. This is what sometimes it's nice and quiet in the car, because if I go like that, all I've got is my wife's head. You know when it's like the old typical of blind spots, so I go like that, so a blind spot, so my wife's sat there. So the blind spot is where my wife's head is. Bless her. She does move forward though, so I can see, because sometimes the roads can be a bit of a pain. Excuse me, I need a coffee. All this driving makes you tired. I got a heavy drive next week, like I say though. what day is the 28th. I've got to drive to Manila from where we are. It's about 2.5 hours. It's 2.5 hours traffic. It probably between an hour to 2 hours, depending on the traffic. I like driving now. It gets to me to... Oh, lightning here. Was that in the game or over here? I just want to check whether or not have I got my thingy lights on. No. Have I got my lights on now? Do it that way. Ah, right, now I am. That's the only thing I don't like about this game. Because I'm using the keyboard and the mouse, I can't control. Because mostly when you're driving a car, you're concentrating more. I wonder what it'll be like with a controller. You know, like one of those PlayStation-y kind of things. I've got a controller there. I've never used it. I bought it about 6 months ago, 7 months ago. You know, I've never used it. Never ever used it. It's just there. I think I've done a video on it. I got it originally for Stray. You know, the cat one. The cat game, Stray. And because I couldn't control it with my fingers because of the stroke, and oh, 1 hour left. I'm doing good time in here. I wonder if you can do that in the game. Put a passenger in the side. I've put my wife so I can have them moaning all the time. Backseat drivers. What's going on there? I'm aquaplaning. It's because of the fact I was looking at the path then. I don't like. I need to get another key. I need to get a proper keyboard. I mean, I need to get a steering wheel. Definitely need to get a steering wheel for this game. He's not even got his lights on, has he? Has he got his fog lights on? No, he hasn't. Get your fog lights on. Oh yeah, you haven't now. Can't hardly see it. That's unlucky. Your car broke down in the middle of weather like this. Trike should not be on the mowing roads. What are we doing? .12 we've got 12 minutes in game time, so it'll be over shortly. I've only got 5 miles and all, so that's cool. Oops, caught a mouse. So I can have a coffee soon. I might have some toast actually. I'm craving some toast. Oh, I was going a bit too fast there, wasn't I? Will I make it? Is there anyone on that side? Yeah. I think I went a bit too fast there, guys. Right, is it this one? It's this one, isn't it? Fan. Effing hell for that. We be done. I can have a coffee. Whee! How did I do? Job completed. Satisfactory. God. Damage penalties 4.2. 10,000. Okay. Your truck was shit anyway. Right, long distance. I'm going to ping that one up. We've got any more? What we got here? We can help you grow. No thanks. Real estate agency. Are you looking for an expand your company? Special transports, drivers with owner. Okay. Right, okay, so red all then. Sige, perfect. Progress history. I'm getting there. Bank. How much? 50,000. You can borrow 50 grand. I don't think so. I'm alright. I've got 7 million on that. Okie dokie. Don't like that BMW. I need to change that. Anyway, we're calling it a day, guys, because I've had enough. Photo studio. What's in the photo studio? Photo mode. What have we got here? I don't even know what this is all about. You know, I've not even looked at some of this stuff on this game. Oh, that's a bit knackered, isn't it? Have you got a bump? Is there a blame? There's a claim. That's a nice BMW, that. I like that. It's just that it's awkward to drive, and it's part of the tree. Yeah, it's a lovely car, that. That's it. I'll give them one thing for BMW. They've got a good taste in designing cars. Yeah, taking a photograph. Don't know why. I'm not going to be using it. Right, guys, I'm actually calling it a day now. What's that? I will do in a minute. Let's see well to put all right. Photograph them. Okay. Well, there's that BMW. That Porsche. A nice Porsche, that. Porsche. There's my sister's car. Well, hers is like a dark blue kind of car. I think she called it Misty Blue. Land Cruiser. Walton, Matt. Walberts. Walton. We got one called Walter, Matt. Right, guys, I'm calling it a day. Take care.